Hi, good morning, happy Sunday. Editing Cherise here. I just wanted to come on and kind of give a little disclaimer. If you're doing any kind of herbalism, if you're collecting herbs, foraging, please, please, please do all your own research. If you take medications, herbs can sometimes interact with those. If you're pregnant, if you have other stuff going on. I am a self-taught herbalism. I've never taken any actual like classes. I have a lot of books. I self-study a lot. I use them on myself a lot. So please do your own research. Don't just take my word for it or anyone's word for it, for that matter, online. You really need to be doing this stuff and trying it out for yourself, and doing your research and educating yourself and reading books. And so anyway, I hope you guys have a great Sunday and enjoy. Hello, happy Sunday. Cherise and Poppy here. We are heading out to the roundabout way out to Bead Lake to do a little hike out there today. I just needed to get out of the city and where it's a little bit cooler temperatures. Hopefully it'll be less smoky over there. I don't know. I think that Spokane's pretty much surrounded by fires. Real plan. Right now. Grab my backpack. We'll see where we end up. So we are on Highway 2 going east towards Rathdrum, Idaho. I'll cross over into Idaho a little bit and then come back out on the Washington side over more up by Bead Lake. So one thing about me is that a lot of the times if there's an alternate route or a scenic byway or a US highway, that's the road I'm going to take. The road less traveled, always. Road up here, and there's like a huge mullein field. And so I'm going to see if maybe I can collect some seeds. I love herbalism, and I feel like we have everything on the earth to heal us. I think our bodies are very smart and they are totally capable of healing ourselves if we are not past a certain point. I do think that sometimes you get past like a certain point of sickness where you need more like Western medicine as far as like, heart surgery or, cancer, chemo or something like that. So mullein, you harvest the seeds they're like a big flower. It grows up in a big long stalk, and then you have these little beautiful yellow little flowers that bloom. And every part of the plant is medicinal. But when you want to collect seed, you can break off the long stalk and you kind of wave it around like a little magic wand and all the seeds will fall out. Kind of reminds me of poppies. When you gather poppy seeds, the seeds are inside the base where the petals fall off. Can't think of my words right now. And then little holes come through, and then that's how, when the wind blows, that's how the wind blows the seeds around. That's how you get your volunteer crops and flowers and things like that have reseeded themselves. So nature's just cool. I love nature. I should have been a botanist or a herbologist or a bugologist. I forget what those are called. Someone has their foot hanging out their car. That was funny. The window. Okay. We're not going far, but I probably should take my shit with me. All right, so let's go. Hey, Miss Tuggy Face, quit. What a beautiful day. Oh, it's been so hot here. So incredibly hot. But up in like the hundreds for multiple days. Today is absolutely lovely. It's high 70s, nice breeze. The smoke's a little cleared out. I'm up in Idaho today, so smoke's cleared out. I forgot my bear spray, so the hike I wanted to do out at Bead Lake is not happening. I'm not going to go up into the Cedar Grove and go up into Bead Lake and not be my bear spray. So anyway, She's enjoying this. She's been a little, she's been a little turd the last few days. Just, she wants to move her legs. I'm pretty active. Okay, this is Mullien. Right here. All this stuff. And everything is medicinal. You can use the whole plant. You like bust it open. And then look, they're like tiny, like poppy seeds. That's mullein seed. So this is a beautiful mullein that's still flowering. So all of these flowers here will open and be like that. And then like you could, if I had, which I was gonna grab a container before I left my house and I got sidetracked, but you can harvest the flowers. They're medicinal. Everything on the plant's medicinal. The leaves, these are really soft, like lamb's ear. If you know what lamb's ear is, it's like this really soft, beautiful. I'm pretty sure mullein all over in here is all wild, and it's far enough off the road that it would totally be okay to harvest this for medicine. So yeah, look at all of it. So beautiful. All this wonderful medicine right in front of us that most people call weed. This is considered, I believe, here, well, where I live in Washington State, a noxious weed. St. John's wort's a noxious weed. Like, they're not weeds, they're medicine. So you can see these are probably from last season because they're so old. All the seed pods have been opened. You know, see there? So we're gonna probably harvest some of these ones like this that look like they've mostly, so these are too old. So I want ones, hold on, Poppy. Like this one looks like it might be all right. I'd like it to be a little drier, but you can see like all the flowers have already flowered. I think maybe I'll do some smaller ones. Like this one would probably be a good one, even though the top still looks good. But this one's already flowered, so we'll take this one. When you do herbalism, you want to be kind of selective. There's a couple other ones down here that I'll grab. I think I'll go put her in the car. And then I can just grab a couple real fast. Like right in here would be really good. These ones. Here. Want a drink of water? Wait a sec. So I realized I never told you guys what mullein was good for. So mullein is a antispasmodic, expectorant, anti-inflammatory. A few other things that you may have heard of that are also expectorants are nettles, star anise, hyssop, and goldenrod. And there's some other ones. You can find mullein in disturbed areas, disturbed soil, logging areas, low to middle elevations, and open sunny locations. It's found a lot on the roadside, but please be mindful any harvesting of anything along the roads is, unless it's up high, it's going to have a lot of exhaust contamination. So just be mindful of that. The first year when mullein grows, it grows in a rosette of dense, hairy, soft, lance-shaped leaves that can grow to be about 4 inches to 15 inches in length. They kind of reminds me of lamb's ear. If you're familiar with lamb's ear, they're really soft. The second year is when you get the big growth of the flower stalk that shoots up in the middle of the rosette of leaves. And that can be upwards of anywhere from 4 to 6 feet in height. The flowers self-pollinate, which I think is really cool, and they bloom for like 1 day only. They'll bloom and then they'll start to die right away after that first day. And then the whole stalk, like you can see here in this picture, all of those little buds would be flowers, and so it like flowers every single day throughout the season, and so you just get this beautiful flowery stalk, you do want to find a pretty good field of mullein to collect multiple flowers, because if you only find 1 or 2 plants, you most likely aren't going to get enough flowers to do any kind of medicine making. So speaking of the flowers are really good to steep in oil to use as drops in your ear for an earache. If you make tincture out of the flowers, it's really good to help with anxiety. The leaves are really good from, you want to harvest them from first year rosettes, and they are really good to smoke or burn. It gives a cooling effect in the lungs. You can make a tea or tincture, which helps moisten membranes, reduces inflammation, clears sinuses, and opens the lungs. Like an expectorant, it helps kind of get the mucus to thin out a little bit so you can cough it out. The roots and the leaves also can be made into a tea or tincture, and they're good to reduce stiff joints, reduce pain, and improve flexibility. And you can also use a root tincture on your face for any kind of facial, like Bell's palsy. So I just pulled over to like assess and like figure out, where I was going, and I pull over and I see this little trail, and I'm like, what? So we're gonna just take a little peek here and see what's here. Come on. So let me get you turned around. Come here. Don't pull. Wait. Don't pull. Good girl. Look it. Come here. No, come on. People they can put their dog poop in bags but not take it with them. That's very annoying. Or maybe someone came and picked the dog poop up or something, but not a soul on this beach. This is beautiful. Hi, puppers. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, you want to roll around in the sand now, huh? You're such a goon. You're such a little goofball. There's my car right there. This is so nice. Great little spot. See, sometimes when things don't work out as planned and you just have to pivot and adjust, it turns out to be, great. So, do I wish that I hadn't forgotten my bear spray? Yes, of course, for more than one reason. But, it's not going to derail me and ruin my whole day. There's lots of other beautiful country and places to see where I live, so I'm all right with it. I love my sandals, by the way. They're my first pair of Bedrocks by Vibram. Oh, they're very nice. I'll have to look up and see. Come on, Pop. I got. But I absolutely love them. You can take them, make them looser or tighten them from here, and then they Velcro on the back here. Want to do it that way. Totally waterproof, rubber soled. Come on. Yeah, I love them. They were a little spendy. Poppy, come. Poppy, come. But you sometimes pay for what you get, and these will last me multiple seasons. All right, come here, sis. Poppy, come. Load up. Load up. Can you get up there? Good girl. Good girl. In the back.